I'm Joe Chessier from El Dorado, Arkansas. Not El Dorado, but El Dorado. Rednecks say that, and we say, and we use some kind of ebonics. A lot of people don't know what a nerdin is. A nerdin in South Arkansas is another one. That's what it means. And so we was after another deer. It don't take much to entertain four boys when you're raised like we were.
He pulled us up on the steering. Joe, I believe you'd walk a solid mile to get in a man's pickup truck and do that.
That's where you want one. One shot. We kill 5 deer with 5 bullets. We like to conserve ammunition in Arkansas. We've raised kind of poor. But the problem with carrying 4 boys with you hunting is, it's like carrying 4 tape recorders. Anything that ain't really kosher, they remember, and they come home and report to their mother.
My daddy's 77, I'm the oldest of 4 boys. We wanted to have a deer hunting trip where we all got to kill a monster buck deer. And so I had already had my scope up using the ATV as a prop. As soon as he said, "It's a shooter," I shot and he dropped like a rock.
Before Pete got the word out of his mouth to go ahead and take that one, I think Greg had already shot that, and so I'm not surprised about that. But
boy, I didn't know you was gonna shoot that quick. I said, we're from Arkansas. You don't give them a second chance.
We had a ball. We threw a party right there in the middle of the woods, just having a good time, seeing such big deer that like we've never seen before. And we grew up hunting with inferior gear and inferior bucks, but we still had a good time then, so this just made that all the more enjoyable for us.
These deer up here, when you shoot them, you get up to the horns and the horns grow, they get bigger. And the way we kill them, they look big, and when you get up and look at them, the air all goes out of them, they shrink. We have what we call ground shrinkage.
I was wanting to make a 300-yard shot and put all the rest of them to shame because they were shooting, it was pretty close range, so killed several at 300 yards, but that didn't happen.
Both walking around that you ain't never seen before, so you're kind of like a kid in a candy store for the first time. You're like, oh my gosh. And they said, why don't you shoot at him? Man, I'm a little overwhelmed, you know.
The guide, Bam Bam Ricker, was on there, and when he goes like this, that means do not shoot, do not.
Tell us what he said when you shot the deer.
Well, actually, what he should have said was, "Bam, sucker!"
Come on in here, Joe.
I can't do it like
come
Joe.
On in here,
Yeah, so Joe's gonna come in and
Joe, come on, Joe.
Bam, sucker! You ain't going nowhere. Bam, 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 sucker! Well, I think Roger probably scored the highest points on number of calories and hamburgers and everything else eaten. He had to skip dessert one night because he OD'd on spaghetti, I think it was, but he came back and knocked it over today, so we wore some food out and it was so good.
And the cooking, we do like to eat. And the cooking, Miss Laura, we eat some fine groceries. And I'm a diabetic, and I like to have a diabetic coma up here. I eat so many sweets, and I've had to kind of use a little self-discipline and back off some of them good groceries. But I didn't want to, but I had to survive.
this is no script. There's nobody, you don't see my arm tied behind my back. Ain't nobody got a gun to my head. It is what it is, and it ain't no fizz. This is the place to come. This is your last stop. That's why I said the book stops here.
We didn't know there was a place like this in the world. You know, we just had the big eye the whole time we've been up here. It's awesome. I wanted to buy a piggy bank and start saving money so I could come back again.